Alright, so in this video we will be watching Wilfredo Leon's attacking against Team Italy. I think he is the best hitter in the world right now. I think he's the highest paid pro player. He's 6'8", Cuban, now Polish. Just an incredible athlete, and we're going to see why. So first swing, he just goes high and hard, which is pretty much his only tactic, is just to go as hard as he can over people. His goal is just to overpower people, outsize them. He's 6'8", and he jumps really high, and he hits very hard. And it takes a lot of power to be able to tool somebody off the end line, and he does it. So this ball should never drop. I don't know what this defender's doing. He's 10 feet off the net, and he just kind of drops his elbow and slices this ball, but gets a kill. Probably because they're expecting it to be so hard driven. Look at this passer right here. They're kind of like, what are you doing? He took a step inside for some reason. And this ball should never be hit out. Open net. It's not even coming that fast. He tries to go across his body, probably trying to absolutely destroy this ball. And so much court. And misses it. So there we go. That's Leon hitting right over the blockers. Big blockers too. Italy has some big guys. Right over them, off the hands. Defender can't get it. So now this ball just kind of like chucked up there, trying to be saved out of the net. He takes very little approach and rips this ball, and they can't dig it. So that says something about Leon, how hard he's hitting this ball and how high he's hitting this ball from. To be able to take no approach from the back row and get a kill against a national team like Italy, you got to be hitting that ball hard. So now this is something I would never want to defend against. An overpass right to Leon just absolutely annihilates that. Okay, so this swing I thought was very interesting. Look where he approaches from. He jumps from 10 feet off the net and lands almost under the net. And he's not hitting from the back row. This is not a super out of system ball. And he just does this like with no effort. Tip, not very deceptive. He doesn't really have much range. He's got his angle swing that he can hit super hard over and around people. But other than that, he doesn't have much. But it still works. He's hitting at a very high percentage. That was just a dumb swing. Trying to save it. He's getting maybe a little cocky. Drops his elbow. But doesn't really care too much. See, that's going to happen a lot to him. It does happen a lot to him. He has two blockers up. Somebody right in front of him. He shows where he's going to hit really early, but he just unloads and tries to overpower them. And he gets a lot of balls like that that are just hit and go straight up, kind of soft. Easy ball for whoever picks it up. Nice chop off the top of the hands. This is something he's able to do, is just swing off the top of the hands. Not very hard. It's a hard tool. And gets housed right here. So he's going to get blocked. It happens. Every game he gets blocked pretty hard. Now this might be the only one this game. But if you see, look at the blocker's hands. Look how far back it gets pushed. That's how hard Leon's hitting this ball. Amazing big. Doesn't get the kill, but I think he's one of the best big attackers in the world, if not the best. he will bounce some balls from the back row. But he does hang there a little bit. They're not running this ball incredibly fast. There we go. This libero knows. He knows he's just going to try to hit this ball as straight down, as hard down as possible. He shows it so early, and libero's right there. Now, that was a smart play by the blocker. Out of system set. He knows Leon's strategy. Go hard at the hands. Try to hit off the top of the hands. So he drops his hands and gets him to hit right through. This is a risky shot. I would not want to do this because look at his head. Look how high his head is. Imagine getting hit with that. No. Well, Leon just got hit in the head with his own ball. This has happened to me a lot. I've actually gotten the kill from this. Right off his own head. Would have been a tool. See, that's just incredible. He's off balance, leaning back, no power, and he's able to sneak this ball around two blockers. A fully formed block. He sinks it right through and almost under the legs of the off blocker. See, his roll is not very good. His off speed stuff is not very good. He could have tipped this ball straight down. He could have thrown it. Which is a weird roll. Gives him a free ball. Oof. No, that's insane. He does such a big windup and just has an incredibly powerful whip. The way he moves is like nobody else I've ever seen. Seems like he doesn't put too much effort in. Well, he's 6'8", so he doesn't really have to. Just pretty much does a two-step approach. And that's the ball he's looking to hit every time. See, so that's the high off the hands. Maybe hits it a little too shallow. Blockers are going to get a lot of touches like this. And then that's going to happen too. Just power through the block. It's the same thing every time, hitting angle almost every single time. And that's it. They won in 3. Poland won in 3. He didn't get too many sets. But if you notice, Leon only has one game, and it's overpowered the other team. He just tries to hit as hard as he can, over, around, straight down. I mean, he doesn't really care too much if he gets blocked because he knows he's good. He knows he gets away with it a lot. He shows where he's hitting early. He just takes a big windup and unloads. But he's super fun to watch play. We'll look at him some more. He's got a lot of nice back row attacks. This game they only gave him 1. Well, let me know what you think, what you might take away from this, what you could learn from him. He's a very unique player, so there might not be a lot that you can learn from him, especially when people have a lot of size. They just get away with things that shorter people wouldn't be able to.